Oh, let me introduce you. These two are Executor and Shirley from District 9.
Hello, I'm Sirius.
Greetings, I'm Lyra. Sirius is District 7's High Executor and is dispatched on a mission. Ms. Lyra is the current president of the Madeline Foundation, as well as... I'm sorry that my work required me elsewhere. No, everything happened...
All my friends are toxic, all ambitionless, so rude and always negative. I need new friends, but it's not that quick and...
I believe everyone here already knows about what happened a few days ago at the listener conference. Despite how the puppet singer was destroyed and the artificial Christomax was relocated, it has a significant effect on things. These concerns are understandable since gray space entity attacks have never happened inside Miroria. If we cannot guarantee our denizens, Captain Saki Fuwa has doubled the patrols in Miroria, and Lyra will be assisting in upgrading the city's current surveillance systems. However, these are but contingencies and responses to an emergency incident. Lin, Captain Saki Fuwa should have already relayed the results of the investigation to you. Would you please explain why you concealed the fact that the puppet singer could communicate with you? And what exactly did it say?
Now that the Security Special Forces reports are out, there's nothing more I could say. I concealed it not because I have an agenda or harbor ill will. There are just some things that I feel are not ready.
Forgive me for being frank, Miss Lin. This thing has profound influences. If we can't work together and solve this crisis together, I'm afraid...
Archon Larson, please let me handle the follow-up to this incident. I promise I'll present a satisfactory answer to everyone. I'll just...
Lin, I've trusted you, and I'm willing to believe that there is a reason.
Archon Larson is responsible for the safety of the entire city.
It spoke Ruby's name. That's the kid who hangs around you. The Security Special Forces have completed their investigation into Ruby's identity and past, and found no activities beyond the last 2 years.
Archon Larson, I vouch for Ruby that she's always been a good kid. I'll educate her well and be held responsible.
I don't need you to take responsibility. I only want to know what the relationship between that...
Security alert. All combatants, please proceed to the nearest safe zone. Ruby. Archon Larson, please give the order to lock down all exits immediately.
You have your orders, Captain Saki Fuwa. Don't worry about me.
Captain, that artificial Christomax suddenly went out of control. We're sending machine guards to suppress it.
Captain Saki Fuwa,
Archon Larson.
take Ruby to the infirmary and keep her safe.
Yes, sir.
Lin, I need an explanation from you. I hope now you can see how this thing doesn't just affect you and Ruby.
Archon Larson, I will give you all the information I have, but...
You can give me your demands, but I can't promise anything.
I need you to give me your word that you'll assure Ruby's safety after hearing what I... Ruby is not really a human. She's the result of an experiment trying to fuse humans and gray space entities. What? Ruby?
An artificial gray space entity. Just like what
To a certain extent, yes. Ruby and the artificial gray space entity in the listener testing ground are the same. Do you remember who Rubilia is?
Dr. Rubilia, the first supervisor of Project Listener. That kid is a true genius. If it weren't for the accident...
An accident?
2 years ago, in a routine collection mission on the surface, Rubilia went missing in a gray space entity attack. Wait, what happened to Dr. Rubilia took place 2 years ago. And that's also when Rubilia used her own genetic code to fuse with the gray space entity in the experiment. That's how Ruby... Fusing human DNA with that of the gray space entity is directly forbidden by Archon Haruno. Since her father died, Rubilia's been running those forbidden experiments in her secret lab. I only learned of it when I put a stop to her experiments and sealed off the lab. Out of many concerns, I didn't make it public. Instead...
You mean she didn't go missing because of the gray space entity attack? But it was...
Yes, I only wanted this thing to go away at the time. Rubilia's experiments were too extreme. I didn't...
If Rubilia really did create a superior abyssint with human intelligence and in human form, but outside of human control, Lynn, how many like Ruby are out there? Are there any in this...
Archon Larson, Ruby is the only test subject left alive. She possesses a human mind. I can assure you that she'll not lose control.
Even if you can prove that Ruby doesn't pose a threat, there has been no change in her situation after she absorbed that artificial crystal. Lynn, Executor, and Shirley, please stay here. I'll decide the next course of action after they...
Larson, I only wish for Ruby to be treated as a human, not a monster locked up...
I have my own thoughts on this, but I can assure you that Ruby will be safe.
Yes!
Ruby is still in a coma. We did a full examination on her, but due to her unique physical conditions, we cannot assess her status using normal... Dr. Clive is assessing Ruby's situation, but he informed us that it might be difficult to do so with our current technology. Lynn, there must be some research data left...
Yes. Even though I sealed off the lab, I did not destroy the research data. I planned on revealing the whole thing.
We're facing a problem, and the redacted data may hold the key to solving it. Only you know the location of the lab, Lynn. I will need...
Yes, sir.
I'll send someone to go with you. The safety of Meroria hangs in the balance, and we can...
Archon Larson has told me all about it. Miss Lynn, it seems like you've kept quite a number of things from us.
Serious? Miss Lyra? Lynn, long time no see.
Miss Lyra will remain in Meroria to assist us with this investigation. Sirius will go with you to the restricted experiment zone. Lynn, do not disappoint us again.
Oh, you got Archon Larson so mad.
If you have time to chit-chat, why don't you contribute to planning our next move?
Huh. Looks like we're the ones tasked with this special op. Captain Lynn, what danger...
Why so serious? We're just investigating an abandoned...
Huh? Archon Larson recalled me for an
Your mission is not just to assist with the investigation, but to keep an eye on me.
Miss Lynn, that's not a nice thing to say. I'm only here to help you
Miss Lynn, what do we have to know? There are no security systems installed in the lab, but it holds a great number of gray space entity samples. The samples should either be in stasis or deceased, but I have relayed the lab coordinates to you. Make sure you've received them. If there are no further questions, let...